What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dueling podcast. Today we're covering another Chadwick Boseman film. Came out in 2018 and had one of the biggest cultural impacts I can remember. Came in 2018, right? Am I tripping? Okay, go. I know it came out in February. That's all I know. We're covering Black Panther. We're diving into the MCU before we dive fully into the MCU. Is this a smart decision? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
We just wanted to do the month of Chadwick, okay? And I don't know how you do the month of Chadwick without Black Panther. How do you do it?
Hard work, determination.
That doesn't help at all.
You're asking the question. I
yeah,
don't
but
know.
that's not an answer.
Okay, well, I was trying. Okay.
I wasn't trying to answer by answering.
Well, Geek, we've both seen this movie, I'm guessing. Unless this is the first time you've seen Black Panther randomly.
No, as we talked about before we started this podcast, if it was Star Wars or Marvel, it was a guarantee that I had seen it. Not so much now. There are multiple Marvel shows I haven't watched.
Fair.
And that is because I want to watch them, but now I know we plan to cover them at some point. So I'm just waiting.
Gotta adjust the schedule again.
Why now?
Because Daredevil Born Again season 2 comes out between us starting and us ending.
Let's go.
So I have to account for that.
More
and
Marvel.
Wonder Man.
Yeah.
So there's a lot I have to account for that I did not account for.
Let's go. More stuff.
No.
More stuff.
We had a really funny ending to that, and now we don't have that anymore.
What was the ending?
The day we have the Friday part of that was
oh yeah,
an explosive day.
Ah.
Anyways,
Awful.
Black Panther. What'd you think of the second time around, Geek?
Second time.
This newest time around.
I'm trying to think of how many times I've seen this movie. Because I didn't see this one in theaters multiple times, but I did go see it once, obviously.
Sure.
I know I've watched it a couple times with other people to show them it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this was like the 7th time I've watched this movie, probably.
Damn.
Well, normally about every year or every year and a half, I do a Marvel rewatch anyway, so.
Jesus
I
Christ.
like my Marvel movies, okay?
I get that. But every year,
I mean,
doing Star Wars, you're doing the Dueling Fates.
yeah, dude,
year.
I do Star Wars every year also. See, but when I watch them on my own, it's not as bad because it's like it's gonna take us, a full year to do everything or more, and I do it in like a weekend.
God, you're insane.
Well, yes, we knew that.
Yeah, but what the fuck?
Don't ask.
I don't remember to start with this movie.
You don't remember how the movie starts?
No, I don't know where to start.
Oh.
Probably the beginning, but
Yeah, that would be okay. So you asked what my thoughts are on this movie. It's great. It has one major flaw that knocks it
the third
down
act.
a peg. It's not even that the third act is bad. I think the third act is good. The issue is the CGI is worse than something made in 1984 for no reason. And it's like, it's so egregiously bad CGI wise at the end of the movie that it takes you out of the movie.
Sure.
Especially because the earlier part of the movie wasn't that bad. Also, other major flaw, this is not the movie where it all started with Marvel being awful. But this movie is a key contributor in that, all the helmets need to be nanotech all the time.
It makes sense for T'Challa.
No, it doesn't make sense for anybody. I stand by, you can make everything be nanotech and still have them just remove their helmet like normal 90% of the time. When you need situations where it suits up really fast, it can do that because it's nanotech. But just have a removable helmet. They literally fix it way later for Iron Man with the way his face shield comes up the same way it would if it was a removable helmet. Like, you could have just been normal about this from the beginning. You can have it do things really fast if you want to because it's nanotech, but just have real removable helmets all the other times because it looks better.
I think some characters it works for. I think T'Challa is the one of the rare instances where it actually works.
But the scene of him, like, especially in Civil War, I know I'm switching to a different movie, but it is important for this conversation. The scene where he takes off his helmet and sets it in the snow to have the conversation with Zemo is way too good, and you can never have that with a shitty nanotech helmet.
What I will say is that this costume's a lot worse than his Civil War costume. His Civil War costume, it goes fucking crazy. I love that costume. This one feels like a bodysuit, and then they added a few details to it. It's very little. It's very minimalist in a way where it doesn't work always.
It's really weird because normally I complain a lot about the lines in a superhero suit, but then you get this Black Panther suit compared to Civil War, and it's like, man, it needs a few more lines, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need more lines. Sometimes you need less lines.
True.
Sometimes you need no lines and just texture.
True.
This suit kind of doesn't do any of that. It just, like you said, it's kind of a bodysuit.
With a helmet on top of it, and then like two like silver like things on its like his sides. That's it.
Yeah.
But I really love the Civil War suit, and when we see it at the beginning when he's in the jungle and like the flashlights and like the flashing of the gun muscles, it goes crazy.
I love that when the two soldiers are like stalking through the woods and the dog's barking up in the tree and they look up and he's just there. It's great. It's so good.
It's like Richard Batman.
Yeah. Richard Batman's insane.
I mean, T'Challa is Richard Batman.
He's also a super soldier, but
in a different way than Steve is a super soldier, so he's not really a super soldier. He's
I mean,
more
it's
like,
the same thing. He's still in the same way.
He's like Shadowheart. He's God's
human.
favorite soldier.
No.
He's Boss' favorite soldier.
No. He's Vibranium's favorite soldier.
I mean, Vibranium doesn't give him his powers. It's the
heart-shaped herb that has vibranium in it. It is literally vibranium. Vibranium gives him his powers. Because vibranium is apparently just the coolest thing ever. It can be made into clothes. It can be made into people, I guess.
Welcome back, semantics, man.
This isn't just yes, it's semantics, but it's also the correct way to describe things. I'm sorry you like getting things wrong. Entirely.
Okay, and Boss blessed them with vibranium. Okay, Boss is just that cool.
Sure.
I do. There's a. I'm gonna jump weirdly into a weird place.
All right.
I think M'Baku's grouping has a different god.
M'Baku, but close enough.
M'Baku. Did I not say it right?
The first time, no.
Oh, okay. Well, I think they have a different god because they use the mask like when they do that first ceremonial fight to like get us like to understand what they mean by ceremonial fights. Like I think it's such a cool detail that he wears the Panther mask and he wears the gorilla mask. It's a very simple detail, but it gives us a lot of information between what's the difference between the two tribes here or not. I was
gonna say there's a lot of different tribes, but
yeah. Well, T'Challa's king of the 5 tribes, and then the 6th one is in the mountains. I mean, I don't know what they're called. Oh my god, what are they called?
Yeah,
just watched the movie.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about? I'm distracted looking up.
M'Baku's tribe.
The Jabari.
Thank you. The Jabari is not one of the 5 tribes, I believe.
Unsure. The Jabari worship Hanuman. Which I guess they do mention Hanuman in the movie.
They mentioned, yeah.
He is a gorilla god. Well, Hanuman is a gorilla god worshipped by the Jabari.
Nice. Do they have their own Black Panther then? Oh,
Not really.
that'd be cool.
M'Baku
They could
almost
definitely.
became the Black Panther.
Honestly, like again, jumping to the movie when they had to pivot for Wakanda Forever. I was so okay with them doing sure like the shows from IKEA, like they were kind of like those like the two choices, but M'Baku would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think
I
he would be a
also
good
was
choice.
one of those people who was kind of okay with the idea of just bringing back um, Killmonger.
Killmonger?
Yep.
I wouldn't. I don't think so. Because after the end of this movie, it's like
It's another one of the dude. It's number one. It's comic books, so death isn't real. Um,
I
and
wasn't more. I wasn't complaining about the death part. I mean, Charlotte comes back from death.
right, like it's a yes, he's dead, but like we also it was just a little spear to the heart. That is like the weakest comic death. That's he'll be back on Tuesday, you know. Um, so with and I don't know. The end of this movie kind of makes me think him coming back would be okay
Mm-hmm.
because he like kind of had revelations with T'Challa at the end of it all.
I don't even think it's like revelations on his part. I think like Killmonger's is a great villain. Like he's
Yes.
one of the best comic villains of all time for a reason. Because he's right, but he goes too far.
That's how you make a good villain.
That's what that and that's great. That's what
Hashtag Thanos.
be sympathetic, be right, but you need to have the extra step of going way too far
Yeah.
to make people be against you at the same time as kind of like understand where you're coming from.
Thanos was right, but he also wasn't.
Yeah.
I still will never understand it. I have to kill half of humanity or half of all life instead of, I don't know, creating double the resources. It's the same motion.
I still like comic Thanos's
He just wanted to impress Death.
motivation. He was simping, and honestly, that's a better motivation.
Way more valid. Yeah.
Like to kill half the universe, you want to, and like that's your motivation. Fine, makes more sense. Geek typing. He's reading.
No, I'm just opening the IMDb page, man.
Bro's opening IMDb. This man's.
Am I not supposed to?
No, you are. That's fine.
Jesus.
No, but Killmonger is still one of the greatest villains of all time. I was hoping I was kind of concerned when we went to watch this movie that I wouldn't like Killmonger as much as I did back then because I was a lot younger when this movie came out and I'm a lot older. I've developed brain cells and I was very concerned that I would not appreciate the character as much as I did. But you know what? I can't wait. Probably with more sympathy and you know.
Yeah, I love Killmonger. He's I do wish they would bring him back. It's one thing I hate about how comic book movies are done now
Mm-hmm.
because it always having the villains basically die after one go and never seeing them again sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want more Ultron. Apparently we are getting more Ultron. I don't really know how that's going to work, but apparently we're getting more Ultron and Vision Quest.
Program.
Yeah, but you can destroy things. And that was the whole point of Age of Ultron was that they did. But I like that he's coming back. So they should bring more comic villains back.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like all of them except Thanos.
Killmonger did come back.
What if doesn't count?
Wakanda Forever.
Oh, well, yes, but
he's in the afterlife. I don't know what they call
I
it.
found that so intriguing that he's who Shuri saw. But we'll talk about that when we get to that movie.
In
like a year. Yeah. It's fine. We'll get to it when we get to it and you'll enjoy it. Okay? Sit back and enjoy. Enjoy the ride.
Jeez.
What?
Jeez.
Jeez, you. So the opening to this movie, having it open in Oakland, thoughts with a different Black Panther and a different everybody.
Dude, okay. I did want to mention this. T'Chaka's strip goes crazy. Like the gold, I don't imagine him like doing Black Panther things. I just imagine him rolling up, just like, "What's up, guys?" I don't imagine. I imagine him as a diplomatic leader rather than an active like threat
Yeah.
to others. But it is really cool. His entrance is awesome because like I think it's Storm Mirage, right? That enter the room first, and then they turn off the lights, and he just pops up, goes crazy.
Yeah. No, that was pretty great.
But T'Chaka gets a lot older in like what 20 years, 25 years.
Yeah.
That's like a 35-year-old.
I
And
don't
when we
think it is.
and when we catch up with T'Chaka, he's like in his 70s.
Yeah, I don't think he's 35.
How old do you think that T'Chaka is?
Well, I mean, he could easily be 45. You got to remember, like, he's a super soldier. I know, not the same serum, but he does have. It's the same as super soldier serum in the you are peak human, which means you're going to age slightly slower. At least appearance wise, because you're still peak human.
But he still ages a lot in that however many years
Because
it is.
I can't remember what, but something happens and he stops taking the heart-shaped herb.
Mm-hmm.
And then life happens as it does.
Yeah. But no, that scene I like a lot. And I also like seeing the lineage of the Black Panthers. I know we're getting an animated series called The Eyes of Wakanda soon.
Yeah.
That's going to show more of the history of Wakanda. I'm really hyped for that just because after watching this, I'm like, I want to know more about the other Black Panthers.
Is it? I want one of my. I don't want to say favorite comic runs, but a comic run I love is Avengers 10,000 BC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they will. I don't know what Eyes of Wakanda is. I haven't read anything about it. Like, I would love if they showed, like, the first Black Panther.
Yeah. I get you.
Give us a little Avengers 10,000 BC. Oh. Did you add Eyes of Wakanda to our list?
I didn't add any of the animated series to our list.
Oh, okay. If we're not doing any of them, then fine.
Because I didn't add What If, because I'm going to be so real with you. I did not want to touch What If with a fucking 10-foot pole.
Oh, there's way too much, and it doesn't make any sense. And that one just doesn't. It doesn't fit into anything. So like, because it doesn't really matter, is like the thing. Like it's a fun watch, but it doesn't matter when you're talking about the MCU. I didn't hate What If. I don't know if I watched the second season, though.
And then there's a third season too.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
The first season I liked though. It was good.
The first season was such a. If they were not connected and they were actually doing creative ideas, I'd have been like, cool, awesome. This is a great show to watch in the red free time. But
yeah, I don't know why they had to connect them. Kind of lame.
And then they.
Or like even if you wanted the last three to be connected to tell their own little story, fine. But you didn't have to connect all of them.
No.
Do the next seasons all connect back also for some reason?
Pretty sure.
Lame.
Yeah.
That's not doing What If right. Yeah.
That's why they got canceled.
They need to do like I want a Star Wars What If series, but after the Marvel one, I don't trust them to do it correctly.
So say every fandom wants a What If series, but they don't realize what Disney did with What If Marvel was wrong.
Yeah, it's like give me like
you have visions, you're fine.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
It really is.
No.
It's just not in that same type of story.
It's not in any way the same. It's just an animated thing that's different. That doesn't make it in any way the same. You have What If, you're fine. That's like saying, I want a Moon Knight. I want a second season of Moon Knight. Oh, well, you have the Avengers. You're fine. That's not the same thing. You fucking cunt.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. What do you think about Stan Lee stealing a bunch of money from the Black Panther?
I'm gonna real. I'm not in that camp. Like Stan Lee always knocks me out of like the movie, but like this one kind of knocked me out of the movie. I was like, okay, well that's just fucking Stan Lee.
I thought it was so funny. Yeah, but I'm so cool with that though, because it's just I'm gonna hold on to these for safekeeping. Like, yeah.
Stealing a bunch of money.
Yeah, you know, from
Fair.
like right in front of a CIA member. It's just it's so funny.
Yeah.
Ross not caring at all is also incredible.
Why should he? That's the American government's money, not his.
Well, no, he stole it from T'Challa. It's not even the American government's money.
It's the Wakanda government's money. What does he care?
No, that's fair.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna go into that Korea scene is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like from the casino fight to the chase, like it's all fucking dope as hell. And it's a great showcase of the new tech that T'Challa has with the suit.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like that suit,
Andy
It's-
Serkis, my goat. Bad
yeah, he
person in
dies.
this movie, but he's Andy Serkis, the actor, is my goat.
Alfred.
True. Also Gollum.
He's out.
Also Snoke.
Also Caesar.
Also Renoir, the villain in Expedition 33.
Oh.
My goat. Well, not my goat. He's a piece of shit, but
No, I don't like how they killed Claw in this movie. Actually,
again
like
with the killing off all the characters.
Claw's the type of character I always assumed that he was just gonna be showing up randomly throughout the
Right.
MCU. Like you wouldn't like you'd be like, okay, well this movie is about this thing, and then oh shit, there's Claw randomly. Like
Yeah.
cool.
Dude, honestly,
just like-
you know what movie might have benefited a little from a little bit of Claw? Brave New World.
Oh,
When
yeah,
they're talking
dude.
about all the adamantium, it would have been so sick for Claw to just be like, well, I have it. I already took some. I'm the greatest. What do you mean?
Fair. And he doesn't die in like any like I mean he dies in a significant way, like it matters to the
but
plot, but like
it's not significant as a character. He just gets shot.
yeah, it's like a very lame death.
Yeah. Speaking of back of the villains in this movie, the introduction to actual Killmonger, not the child version, but the villain we know later, is so good.
Go pay in the museum.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
so good. Tell me about this and this and this. Nah, you're wrong. It's okay though. Easy mistake. And then
Dude,
just
come on, guys.
poisoning her is the greatest.
And I love that when Claw runs in to like be a like use a fake paramedic or whatever. And after they start shooting people, he lets one go a little farther away. And he's
He's like,
like,
you're free.
why'd
You're
you,
free to go. Just don't tell anyone. And he takes off running. And
why'd you even let him go in the first place? So it looks a little messier. I'm like, there's cameras.
yeah,
They
but
don't give
still,
a fuck.
gotta look a little messier. Gotta make it look like amateurs did it.
Claw is inadvertently hilarious.
Yeah.
God. How do you feel about T'Challa and Nakia's relationship?
Feels compared to I feel like a lot of relationships in Marvel movies, it actually feels real. Feels like a
How
real
so?
thing that can happen.
That can happen or is happening?
Both. Little column A, little column. Again, I'm like for
No,
so
man.
many of the relationships in Marvel, it's just like they're kind of near each other. So now they're in a relationship and there's no reason for them to be. And then it's like these two were in a relationship, are broken up for reasons that make a lot of sense. Right?
Hmm.
But they both still kind of want to be like it feels more real.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. What, am I not supposed to like it? Do people hate it for some reason? Do you hate it?
No,
Are you a weirdo?
I think it's very told not showed. And this like we're told that they like each other. We're told that they had a previous relationship. We're told like they had this weird like relationship. But we're never shown in these things. We're shown that T'Challa freezes up around her, but that's also he's in love with her. We get that part, but the relationship part of things, I don't ever.
I don't
catch
think
on to.
Marvel is good at relationships.
No, even like Mary Jane. No, that's right, not Mary Jane. Michelle Jones, MJ, and Peter are very like hamstringed together in the MCU. Like they get better in No Way Home, but those first two movies, it's like,
Shouts out,
do they even like each other?
shouts out James Gunn, I guess. He started a new
He didn't write the first
universe, and immediately the relationships feel better.
Real? Yeah.
I'm trying to think in Guardians. If I'm just trying to look at James Gunn's track record as a whole. Like we're Star-Lord and Gamora, did that feel like great? And I don't know if it did.
Not in the first movie.
Well, the first movie, it
Honestly,
entirely
I think
wasn't really supposed to.
The Russos fuck up a lot, but I think they actually got Gamora and Peter right. Weirdly enough.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think they did it a little better.
Even like Iron Man and Pepper are kind of like
near
each other, and
yeah, they were just near each other for a long time. That's
so like, hey, there's a male protagonist and a female supporting actress.
I guess the only other one that was kind of good was Steve and Peggy, and then it just doesn't matter.
I still think Steve and Bucky's relationship is better.
Yeah, but Grayson, you're weird and don't believe people can be friends. So
no, I do.
No.
I'm just saying they're a lot more flirtatious than Peggy and Steve.
Have you ever paid attention to how you interact with your friends?
Okay, and have you seen how Steve and Bucky were flirting on the bridge?
Yeah, they're friends. That's how friends talk to each other.
Yeah, by stabbing each other.
Well, that too. What's a little light stabbing among friends?
Yeah.
Or heavy stabbing, if that's what you're into.
Speaking of stabbing, the throne room scene where Killmonger's like, I found claw marks in my dad. I'm like, those claws are not that long. They're not gonna like get you.
They'd get.
Oh, you have to like claw. You like that was a stabbing motion. You have to like get in there. The way that his dad is stabbed, I'm like,
all right, I'm gonna get some claws like that, and I'm gonna stab you, and we're gonna see what happens. Thoughts?
oh, it's gonna hurt like a bitch, but I don't think you die.
I think you do.
I don't know.
I think those claws are longer than you think they are.
Hey, yo. What?
How old do you think Chadwick was in this movie?
Well, he passed when he was like 47. So, and then he passed in 2020, and this came out 2-3 years before that, so 44.
So he was 40. But your thought of like the initial, yeah, you were a few years off on your initial guess of how old he was. He was 44 when he died. So, and then I'm just going back a little farther because I know this came out in 2018, but I'm like assuming it was filmed a year or two earlier. So,
yeah.
But so I just saw it pop up on IMDb, and it just brings me back to your T'Chaka being like, he doesn't look that old. Mm-hmm. Chadwick doesn't look as old as I thought either. I didn't even think he was in his 30s in this movie.
So a lot of people thought Chadwick when he died was like in like his late 20s.
Yeah, and dude. I was like,
no, he was in his 40s.
That's crazy.
That good.
Right. So maybe it's just a bloodlines thing. Maybe. What if T'Chaka was like 114 when he died? So in that scene, maybe he was just like 80. You know what? You don't know.
The MCU actually cares about birth dates, weirdly enough.
This is true.
T'Chaka, MCU, H. That's T'Challa, and that's AI, so fuck off.
Nice. Love
that's
that
T'Challa.
for you.
No, I want tell me T'Challa. I want T'Chaka.
I don't know. Killmonger is so
oh my God,
cool.
they don't have a birthday.
I love how, I don't know. I love this movie. I love how real Wakanda feels, even though it visually doesn't always look real.
I love how it looks because it mixes like modern tech, like not even modern, future tech with like African heritage.
Oh
like,
no, I mean like the CGI of it.
Oh, I just meant like the style.
No, the style is perfect, But sometimes, like, there's a lot of scenes where you can really tell everything in the background, including the people, are on a green screen.
Well, yeah.
And it really, like, it's like, why can I tell so much in this movie compared to others? I don't get it.
As much as I love Ryan Coogler, his other movies are very condensed, very like they're not these big sprawling stories. They're these single stories about one or a group of people, not a worldwide event. So I think it's just him not having experience with like.
So
CGI.
I don't know if it's him or if it's whatever studio did the CGI for this movie.
I think the reason why the action scenes towards the end of the movie feel so disjointed from the rest of the movie is because they're no longer about a group of people, no longer about this whole thing. It's a sprawling war that he doesn't have experience doing. So that's my thinking when it comes to this movie's like ending not being as strong when it comes to like the action pieces, is because Coogler's not used to it. Like Coogler can film a boxing for like every other week.
I always assumed the very end was just like they ran out of budget because that's really how it looks. It's just like they did too much early on in the movie and now there's just not enough budget to polish it the way you'd want.
True. That's fair.
And then, you know, being being Disney, they didn't give them more money. They just said, no, we'll see if this does well enough for us to care.
I mean, this was like Disney's first like big like risk when it came to like, and I put risk in air quotations. I didn't put them up in the video, but it was a risk for them because they hadn't put out a movie that wasn't a white male lead in the Marvel universe ever. Yeah, this is the first one, and then Captain Marvel came out the following year, and then
they needed this one to kill it, and they really did because. I didn't hate Captain Marvel, but the reception to Captain Marvel, had that been their first different movie, they wouldn't have made another one. Yeah. They needed this one.
Yeah, and it had a huge cultural impact. It was wild because like T'Challa it had been such a protected character by the comic community where like it was very protected. Like they were like, if you even try to like invade that space as a white person, it's like you gotta know your shit. And then like you had like little 5-year-old white kids wanting to be Black Panther. It was a huge thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, like my perspective, and again, my complexion may give me this, you know, not this, whatever. I think that's a great thing. I think if you have white kids admiring Black characters, it's best for all of us. Dressing up with them is a little weirder, but you know, that's a weirder like great idea.
I don't know.
That's something where I can't be like, yes, I can be like, it's great for us to be like admiring Black characters in cinema.
It reminds me of like in 42, they talk about it with Jackie saying, you know, all of seeing the little white kids copying how he stepped up to the plate and copying his stance and his swing. And how important that was. It was very much like that, but in our time.
And that's why I'm like, when people are like, why do we need all these characters that are gay, Black, whatever? It's like
who
they
cares?
mean something to everyone, not just the people who are those complexions or of the sexualities. It means more to everyone. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, just enjoy characters or don't. You don't have to enjoy every character. You're totally allowed to not to. Just don't be a weirdo about why you don't like a certain character. It's not that hard. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how many characters like I actively don't like, and I don't. That's most of them are on the DC side, and that's just because DC is awful at everything until now, apparently.
I made this joke to Miller, but this feels like being a Bears fan. Finally, with being like a DC fan for all this time, being a Bears fan, having like Caleb Williams get drafted was like Superman.
Yeah, like something good is happening finally.
The 2018 season was my Batman.
Being a Vikings fan is like being a Marvel fan post Endgame.
Where everything's good, it just never hits.
It's never peak, you know. Everything's good. Like almost all the time. You can't complain too much. You're a good football team. You're in the playoffs all the time, but no one cares. The Vikings are post-Endgame Marvel, men.
It means we're coming for your crown. That's okay.
DC's never going to take the crown, man.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Lex Luthor's haters are still all over the internet.
True, get the monkeys around.
Yeah.
That sounds really weird out of context.
That's why I didn't say it. Clip it and ship it, boys. Get Grayson canceled.
No. Anyways, Black Panther.
Oh God.
Dora Milaje.
Incredible.
I can't remember.
Love them. I love that they're all like the best warriors in Wakanda. It's my favorite thing. And you can't remember what.
Okoye's actress who played Michonne in The Walking Dead.
Guerrera? Is that right?
Is that her name? I don't know her name. That's why I went with Michonne.
Yeah, Denai Guerrera. I don't know if I'm saying her name completely right, but I don't know if I'm saying anyone's name completely right most of the time. So,
she's absolutely amazing. I think that's what she makes the Dora Milaje have as much aura as possible, and that's why the Dora Milaje, even after the Black Panther franchise has been like quietly just like away right now, still present. Like they were in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
God, I love that.
They're also in something recently, weren't they?
Probably. My brain doesn't brain. I loved them in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, though.
They're absolutely dope night too. And
they show have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves to be. It's like, oh yeah, somebody's getting fucked up. I also love Sam just being like, you want to pick a fight with Bucky before you fight them. It's like, you're right though. Because Bucky actively won't try to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, as long as he is Bucky and not the Winter Soldier, he is not trying to kill you. Dora Milaje do not give a fuck.
The Dora Milaje in this movie and then in Civil War all have this type of aura where you don't really see them do too much in Civil War even, but you also don't see them do all too much besides do a little bit of fighting in this movie, where there is like like they are built up and they are properly done, where you are afraid of them without having to see what they can do. And I think that's incredibly hard to do, especially when in where you don't see them do jack shit besides tell Scarlett Johansson to move, and that's it. In this movie, that you see them actually fight for once, and they show you why they're.
You see them fight a few times, kind of.
They get Killmonger down to his knees before he gets bailed out by Shuri's tech.
Yeah, they were fucking him up, which kind of proves the thing. Because like Okoye, they specifically call her Wakanda's best warrior, and you kind of feel that every time she's interacting with T'Challa.
Yeah,
because she's constantly like, "Oh, let me go help you." He's like, "I've got it," and she's like, "I don't know if you do."
To me, I always feel in those interactions, it's like T'Challa, she can kick your ass.
Yeah, that's
like, you're gonna get bailed out by the technology that Shuri has put into your stew to win that fight.
Yeah.
If she wanted to fight for the throne, if she had like the ability to, you would not have the throne.
True. Well, as we see, he's only 50-50 in challenges.
True. Actually, no, technically he's 2-0. Actually, he's 2-0. He never died. Never tapped out, never died.
I never yielded, and as you can see, I am not dead. I just basically was.
He was comatose, not dead. There's two different things.
Yeah, if you remove him from the snow, he'll be dead in seconds. He was dead. For all intents and purposes, he was dead.
Not necessarily.
He was dead. If there was no heart-shaped herb, he just dies. That's it.
Well, he never died, so technically he didn't lose.
Yeah, I know. I never yielded. And as you can see, I am not dead. I love that.
Also, one of the coldest entrances like you can to a scene. It's like taking
through
down
the flames of the helicopter that you just crashed. I also just love when Killmonger arrives in the throne room the first time, like when he's brought in handcuffed and like talking about everything. Because I love that scene's so tense. I love that T'Challa is the only one who actually knows who he is. And I love when it's finally revealed who he is, I will never get over that. Hey, Auntie. It's so good.
Killmonger wants to bring so much chaos, and he doesn't in such an effective way where it's a threatening, and you're like, okay,
Also,
I like this guy a little bit.
Shout out to Ryan Coogler for the first time he enters the throne room as king, the like upside down camera shot that slowly I love that. It's so sick.
Ryan Coogler is the type of director where I'm like, you would never do a comic movie like with what you've done. Like some people, like that some directors will not touch that shit.
Yeah.
But he's like, okay, I'll do this, and I'll do my style and make it fucking fantastic.
Did Coogler do Ironheart?
No, he produced it.
Okay.
Because she shows up in
Yeah. Well, I just didn't know because I knew he was attached to the Ironheart show. I just didn't know how. Because he's also attached to Eyes of Wakanda.
He's producing those.
Cool.
Which I think it's perfect to keep him around to like still be a voice of reason on those shows.
Yep.
Especially because he introduced all those characters to your universe. But yeah, Coogler does such a great job with this. Like,
yeah,
there's I hate to be that person, but like, comic books have a certain style and have a certain quality level they can reach only, and there's very few that can burst through that ceiling. And I think Coogler is like one of the only people that can do that because he has so much experience outside the CBM genre.
I'm trying to think of other comic book movies that like really do. Because I refuse to count any of Nolan's because those aren't comic book movies.
We'll talk about those in a month, yeah.
Yeah, but those are bastardizations of characters, and great movies, bad comic book movies.
We'll talk about it.
Yep, we will. We'll get it more into it. I'm just, saying the words because I know people would bring those up.
Sure.
Like I think Civil War or not Civil War. My God. Yep, that one.
Mm-hmm.
And Thunderbolts are there. I don't know who directed either of those. Spider-Verse, sure.
Winter Soldier was the Russo brothers, which is really weird because they can't direct for shit outside Marvel.
Outside Marvel. I was like, I can name quite a few projects in Marvel they worked on that aren't bad, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get it now.
And then I think Jack Schaefer did Thunderbolts. I think that's the same.
I don't know who that is, but okay. I also, when bro's jamming, when Killmonger challenges for the throne, that scene is crazy. Because I know, like, T'Challa was also getting his ass beat by M'Baku, and I feel like that makes sense. Like, you're just two humans, like.
That's also like M'Baku has a size and like strength difference on him.
Well, and then like they're both well trained, obviously. Like they are the best warriors in each of their respective tribes, whatever. But I have to use the air quotes because Okoye and exists, but
yeah,
like it makes sense that it's a difficult fight.
Mm-hmm.
Killmonger just mops the floor with him. It's never close.
See it that way.
T'Challa lands one hit.
T'Challa's on the defensive the whole time, but I also think he's hesitant to kill Killmonger because of what his father did. I think he's having a.
He was hesitant to kill M'Baku too, but he still fought.
Well, but M'Baku's like, you got yourself into this fight. I will kill you because you got yourself in this fight. Killmonger's like, I'm here because you killed my father. Now, like, what do? Like, now you're number one Condry.
I don't know. I think it's just Killmonger is just better than him.
I mean, that man went through how many wars and how many?
Yeah.
So He's killed how many fucking people?
The,
Like,
the scars marking each individual kill is so interesting. I think it looks incredible, and it's so, I mean, it's a thing we know, like, soldiers do that, not normally with scars, but like they mark their kills in different ways. And then even throughout other media, in Star Wars, Captain Rex does it on his helmet. I know a bunch of real soldiers, like pilots, do it with stickers on their planes, and some of them are really funny. A couple of them have cows. One has a Winnebago because it was on a like the
is
RV.
it bombed Winnebagos? Yeah.
No, because that's not the story that I know. There was a Winnebago that got onto military property when it wasn't supposed to, and they were doing a bunch of low flies in their jets and hitting, like, breaking the sound barrier. So they did that above a Winnebago and just blew it up, basically.
Oh, I've heard stories of like the cows being like they bomb cows.
Yeah.
On accident, but they bomb cows.
Or just breaking the sound barrier right near the cows and, eviscerating.
I think it's also it's such physical storytelling because like those scars tell you that he is not only does he tell you he's been training his whole life to get to this point, but that physical storytelling of how hard he's trained and what he's done in his past life to get to this point. Yeah. And now you're more scared for T'Challa because of the scars.
Yeah.
Because you can see how mad this guy's gone and how far he's willing to go.
When he shows somebody earlier and it's just on his arm and you're like, oh, that's crazy. Then in the fight, when he stops and takes off his shirt and he's just covered, it's like, well, that too. But also it's like, oh, T'Challa's dead.
Yeah,
and he was.
Like, fuck.
And he was.
He wasn't. And he wasn't.
He was dead.
Literally, the statement is, he's not.
He was. We had this argument already. We're not doing this again.
I know. And I'm telling you, he's not. So stop making the argument.
He was. Just because a movie tells you something doesn't mean it's true. You sound like the fucking Star Wars fans with Ki-Adi-Mundi. Well, Ki-Adi-Mundi says the Sith have been dead for a millennia. It's like, Ki-Adi-Mundi was wrong. Wow. Incredible. Sometimes you need Luke Skywalker to show up and just amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong.
And Baku's not going to lie to us, okay?
Baku absolutely would. He does a few minutes earlier. One more word and I will feed you to my children. Just kidding. We are vegetarian. So
we need more Winston Dukes and Baku. I don't care where or when or how. Because he is amazing in this film. I'm pretty sure he's pretty good in Wakanda Forever. He's definitely great in Infinity War. I haven't rewatched Wakanda Forever.
Oh, so good.
But yeah, no, I love it. And obviously it's not anymore. It's not because of the events of this film, but I love that Everett in this movie is so blinded that Wakanda is like this poor ass country that has just a guy dressed as a giant cat as like its mascot essentially, but like is like the poorest country in the world, and he's like, I love that we have a guy on the outside who is telling us what Wakanda is, not in the context of the world rather than what we've seen.
Yeah.
And it has this. I don't know why he's like, yes, a giant cat makes this country poor as fuck, but
yeah,
here we are.
Yeah. It's so good. The scene where Everett gets shot protecting Nakia and Claw gets broken out of prison. I love that mask that Killmonger wears, by the way. Yes, it's incredible. I love the detail of him stealing it from the museum really early on. But like that scene, the casino scene leading up to it, where Ross acknowledges that the vibranium is stolen from Wakanda. Yeah. The Wakandans are there to get Claw and to get their vibranium back.
Yeah.
The fact that Ross just doesn't care is so on brand, but also
It's
on brand
American.
for the U.S. government, but also like, man, how are you so close? It reminds me of real people. How are you so close and yet still so wrong?
Yeah.
You're right there. Just open your fucking eyes, you dildo. Ugh,
Oh,
pisses me off.
fair.
Sorry, I'm redoing. I'm adjusting some Letterboxd things just for you.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Bro wants me to start logging things instead of just rating things.
Yes, because then I can stare at your stats and be like, "This is fucking stupid."
The issue is I don't know how to go back and log for previous stuff. Do I just like mark the day the episodes came out as the day I watched those movies? Like, no, I know how to make it log. I just mean I don't know how to adjust the date for like.
You can adjust the date, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
but I don't know what
do you
day I
watch
watched
the movies
most
on the
of
day
them.
of? Do you watch the movie a
No.
days of usually?
No. Normally it's the day before. Because like these movies I watched. Yeah, but they're not the day before they come out. They're the day before we record.
Which is usually like, what, a month?
It depends. Sometimes it's the same week. Sometimes it's 6 months. I don't fucking know. So like that's what I mean is I don't know how to mark like the exact time when I watched these.
Just start marking them down.
That's basically what I'm doing is starting from here forward. I will actually care.
And also remember when you watched like Andor. Andor's on there, I believe.
No, it might be.
And like Rogue One. When you watch random movies,
I was gonna say when I watch stuff, I will mark them moving forward. Do I need to watch it? Do I need to mark every night when I watch my single episode of Game of Thrones?
I don't know if Game of Thrones is on there, and I would say no.
Love that show.
Your stats will be fucked up.
My stats are fucked up. I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
I do love real quick that prior to this month, I hadn't logged anything since April of 2024 with Tombstone and Interstellar.
So I've been pushing you to log. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm like, why is your activity Tombstone? Like, we did that so long ago.
Yeah. Don't worry, I have 5 things in my activity now. Get over it.
Big stretch. Sorry.
Big stretch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember.
I want to talk about the ending, like Killmonger's death scene is, I think, the most beautiful scene in all of the MCU.
Interesting. Why?
Because like I mean, there's the thematic storytelling of the sunset in Wakanda is the most beautiful.
And finally getting to see one because he hadn't yet ever before.
Because he's basically a foreigner to Wakanda, yeah.
Well, that and then like all of this kind of happens really quick.
Mm-hmm. I think it happens within like a week. I think was the timetable for this movie. I don't know.
Something. Like
yeah. But also the monologue from Killmonger. I don't remember the exact words, but it's about like my brothers who chose to jump off the ship instead of be he's gonna get the quote up for me.
I'm gonna get it 100% right. I would have gotten close on my own way better than you did. You weren't even kind
of. You know me. My brain doesn't work. My brain doesn't work in exacts.
Your brain just doesn't work.
Not in exacts, no.
No, your brain just doesn't work. That's just end it there.
It should not take you this long.
Well, the quote, when I just typed in Killmonger monologue, it tried to bring up 2 from earlier in the movie and was never going.
Fair.
It still doesn't want to find the actual one, which is really annoying. But good God, why are you this way? But like the entire thing, or are you just talking about the specific, just
burying me in the ocean with my ancestors who jumped from the ships because they knew that death was better than bondage. That's the exact quote.
Because T'Challa does the, we could still heal you, and like, what? So you can lock me up? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I love that because not only is it within the story, it makes sense because of what Killmonger's goal is, and like he's not parting from his goal. I think he does figure out that maybe I should have worked with you rather than opposed you, but also it's very poignant to the history of of African Americans in United States of America because of the slave trade. That's a I think a quote, like an exact quote from an old book. I don't remember what book, but like it's more than the MCU. It's not just connected just to this movie. It's connected to the wider world at hand, and I think it's with the addition to the sunset. It's just one of the most heartbreaking and beautiful scenes in the entire MCU. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't know if I can remember one that's as quiet, as impactful, and as like heartbreaking as that scene.
I can think of a couple, but not in the same way. If that makes sense, like quiet, heartbreaking, impactful, but also not as like impactful to the broader world, I guess, if that makes it
Mhm.
like to the real life outside world. Because like a lot of the other ones I can think of are like Wanda and Vision.
Yeah, grief
Like,
is
well, that one, but also the in WandaVision when she's with his body and the I can't feel you
yeah.
kills me because it's quiet and it's set. Like it's the same type of scene, but very different, like overall, if that makes sense. Like I can
Yeah.
think of a couple that are that same feeling, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I can't believe we set ourselves up for failure with because we did Hawkeye, so now we have to do the TV shows for the MCU. But I'm excited to talk about them, but I don't want to talk about all of them because there's so many fucking episodes.
None of them are even more than 8 episodes long.
Yeah, but like
And they're all like 20-minute episodes because Disney sucks.
hours.
None of them are an hour long.
Yes. Falcon and Winter Soldier is definitely an hour long. I know that for sure. I know the She-Hulk is half hour.
I think at most the Falcon and the Winter Soldier ones are 40 minutes.
Ironheart is 40 to an hour.
Wouldn't know. I haven't watched it.
Daredevil's
Not
40
because
to
I
an
don't
hour.
want to. I want to so goddamn bad. But I'm waiting
But
now.
we have to wait for this show
Yeah.
so we don't fucking get sick of ourselves.
Well, I wouldn't get sick of it, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier, oh, well, I mean, if I play Semantics, man, they're not an hour long.
Fuck you.
They're 50 minutes, which is not technically an hour. But I know I'm a piece of shit. So, is it Dean?
Yeah.
Also, by the way, that's a Raiders blanket.
It is a Raiders blanket.
The Bears fan wearing a Falcons jersey with a Raiders blanket in the background's crazy.
So the Raiders blanket is because my Pee Wee team, when I played football extensively, was the Raiders.
Bro got abandoned. You looked so heartbroken when he walked away.
Dean's keeping Sammy in his cage. That's what he's doing right now. So I'm trying to keep him away. Sammy's stuck in his cage. Like
That's funny.
Dean is keeping. Like I'll take a. Oh no, I think it's weird. But
That's funny.
that's what I was trying
Also,
to
I think my actual favorite line in this movie is Shuri. No. But Shuri, when they bring Ross into her lab, she goes, "Oh, great, another broken white boy for me to fix." It's so funny.
Do we know that Bucky's in Wakanda at that point?
Yes. Civil War happened first.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Like I knew that, but I forgot about that. You know?
Because this entire movie doesn't happen without Civil War.
Yeah, because T'Chaka dies in Civil War.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Also, I don't know. This is something I will bring up again when we talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But there is something so funny to me about any time Bucky is on screen. Because when he's around white people, he looks like he wants to die. And it's so funny. Bucky is incredible, and I love him. Can you stop and just do your job. We're supposed to be talking about a movie.
I'm also doing my job as a dog owner to make sure my dog's not getting fucking bullied by the other one.
It's fine.
It's not.
How is it not? Has he left his cage now that he is free to? No. So
Yeah.
it was fine.
He's right there.
No, I don't believe you. Yeah, he's right there in his cage.
Picture right now.
Oh my God, stop.
No, yeah, Bucky's relationship with white people is very
It's so good.
It gets better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's where it cooks. It's so good. I cannot wait to talk about that show. I can't. It's my favorite.
We'll talk about it in a year.
It's not that far.
Way far.
No, we'll talk about it in like December. With how we're cooking, we'll talk about it in like December.
Not with your fucking subathon.
We can do 7 a week during the subathon. I literally can't do anything else.
So you're gonna sit there and watch a movie during your subathon?
Maybe. I might. What are you gonna fucking stop me?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly out to Denver.
Sick. That'd be fun.
You just want friends. You just want friends.
Yeah. Somehow I
Those
obtained less of them when I moved.
Yeah.
Well,
When you move away
it was
from
supposed to be
people
the
you know?
same number because Caleb was here, but apparently he hates me. So
Well, there's wondering, like, isn't Galaxy not that far away?
yeah, but we didn't hang out that much.
Okay, but you could have. There's the option to.
Not really. Not really. What did you think about the sneakers line?
The Dime Daniel.
No.
That's the damn Daniel.
No, when Sure gives him the new shoes and says that they're called
What
sneakers.
are those?
No.
Oh.
The sneakers line. How many times do I have to say the exact words for you to understand the exact words?
Lines right next to each other. No, I think it's hilarious. I think it's absolutely great.
It's the most dad joke of all jokes, and it's funny.
Yeah. I love
But also,
that joke,
it's
dude.
such a lie because later in the movie, T'Challa's running up a ramp and you can hear him running.
Have you ever thought that he can choose to put more pressure on, and so like
It's not a
on
pressure thing. They are sound absorbing. If they absorb sound, they can't stop absorbing sound. They literally describe them as sound absorbing.
Cap Shield's a kinetic absorbing shield.
Yeah, Cap Shield is fucking stupid.
So why can't T'Challa's shoes be stupid?
But they're stupid in a different way, and it's more annoying.
Okay, I think you're the only person in the entire world that's annoyed by that. You can hear T'Challa's shoes at one point
He's
in the film.
supposed to be silent. He's wearing sneakers.
He's also a giant fucking cat.
No, he's a dude in a cat suit. Very different. No, I'm not going to say that.
You're gonna call him a furry?
I was.
Because he's furry.
Same with Batman.
Most
Same with
superheroes are
Spider-Man.
furries. No, Spider-Man's not really a furry because he doesn't dress up as a spider. He just has the powers of a spider.
He also wears, he dresses up as a spider web. He dresses up as a spider's prey for some reason. He's a dude wrapped in webs. I feel like that says a lot. There's a lot to unpack there, I think, actually. Bring this up with my therapist, I guess.
As I say, you cannot be playing therapist right now.
Why not?
Because you're you.
The fuck does that mean?
I think you might make a therapist quit if you went to therapy.
Probably. No, my biggest worry is that I'd make my therapist kill themselves.
Jesus.
I could see it happening.
Like Trauma Dumb Session 1, and they're like, I'm done with this shit, man.
Yeah. Something.
Something?
Yeah.
We covered basically the whole movie.
Yeah, we basically have.
I do think it's very sad we never got a Black Panther 2 with Chadwick.
Yeah.
Because there was
Chadwick
so much to
feels like I wish we could have gotten Chadwick as much as we got like RDJ. Just every project features. Are you about to pass out? What the fuck was that? What is happening over there? He went to sneeze, but he like geared up for the sneeze and then like
It wouldn't come out.
why did you pass out though?
I didn't. I was trying to go with the flow so that it would eventually just sneeze. I know. I think Chadwick in general, like as an actor, like we should have gotten more of him, and we just never did, and it's very upsetting. I mean, of course, the MCU aspect of things, but we could have gotten more Black Panther. But I mean, as we talked about in these last few movies, so even with like the movie that we didn't really like Get On Up, it was like we still really loved
He's
his
incredible.
performance.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic actor and he's such a talented person, and ripped away from him way too soon from both a nerd perspective and a general like talent perspective.
Yeah.
He's such a kind human being. From everything I've read about him, he's like the best human.
The GOAT.
He's Superman.
No, he's Black Panther. David Cornsweet is Superman.
No.
I've been watching. I've been just because I don't have to be afraid of spoilers. I've watched like every Superman video that pops up.
I know.
I'm
aware.
How are you aware?
Here's the thing, Geek. My FY people feed me repost, and I also get a lot of DMs.
That's true.
I don't check TikTok often at work. I opened it like maybe once or twice during work, and then I close it. I opened it when I got off of work, and there was way too many fucking DMs from Geek.
Sorry for wanting to be your friend. I'll never do that again.
You do a show with me. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, that's done too. After Marvel.
No, I was gonna say we have to do all Marvel first. We'll be at what 120 episodes at that point in time?
Something crazy. We're basically doubling our episode count just with Marvel.
Yeah. So excited, guys.
You love it.
Well, we're also doing other stuff during Marvel. So.
But yeah, no. Chadwick's incredible. The entire cast for this movie is incredible.
Yeah. I do love the quote from don't remember his name, but Everett Ross's actor. Right after the movie came out, it was like, if this is about like what black actors feel like with all these people who aren't, that don't look like me, it's definitely like it was a world shift for him. It was like, I think it's amazing, and I think after that we've gotten a lot more productions that are, more predominantly from minorities and tell more minority stories, like especially like Everything Everywhere at Once, All Once, was one of those. Definitely, every Ryan Coogler set is like that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Sorry, I had a song just pop in my head because I have it going, and it popped too hard.
Oh, shocking! Movie had a budget of $200 million. It grossed $1.4 billion worldwide.
As I said, this was like the highest grossing movie of the year for, I think. No, because Infinity War came out the same year.
Yeah.
But it's still like up there. I think it's like still like top 20.
Was it? How close was it to Infinity War?
Infinity War came out in April. This came in February.
No, I meant how much it made.
Oh.
On the topic of what we were talking about.
I thought you meant
Infinity War made about 2.1 billion.
Yeah.
But technically, I think Black Panther made more money. Infinity War's regular budget was almost double.
Yeah.
And it did not make double the money. And I bet Infinity War's marketing budget was much higher.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with Superman, because I see people keep talking about that. Some people are dumb. It's going to have to make like $1 billion to break even. I promise you that's not true. Especially, they said that after, it's got a budget of $200 million, but it's going to have to make $1 billion to, it's like, they did not spend $800 million on marketing, I promise. They did not.
The golden rule, as I've said before, is usually the budget, time, and double it. Just There you go. That's how much you have to make back before you hit the black, right? It's black
I
to
don't
make
know.
profit,
Those
right?
those words mean nothing.
Well, if you care about money when it comes to movies, which I mean, people, if it makes money, you get a sequel. You know,
I was
that's
gonna
kind of
say
like
I care, but not to the point of knowing every term. I care enough to like, did this make enough money for a sequel? Cool. That's all I care about.
that's like something I've been seeing lately. People are like, Man of Steel made more money than its opening week, and I'm like, I care about the money. I just care if it makes enough, like, get a green light for a sequel. That's all I care about.
It also makes sense that Man of Steel would have made more. It really does. To me, people weren't entirely done with DC at that point. People hate DC right now because of how bad it was.
I
So,
will never hate DC.
like, opening
well,
weekend was always going to be worse because you're going to need the word of mouth of people who actually saw it telling you it was good for a lot of people to want to go. Like, opening weekend was always going to be smaller. This wasn't going to be Infinity
Can you
War.
tell me liked Superman?
Yeah, it's all of it's on my mind right now. I want to go see it again so bad. I was gonna go today, but then I remembered we have to record, and then I have
I'm going Wednesday.
the longest video of the year for me to edit. I'm so not excited.
The Resident Evil or Claire Obscure?
Clear Obscure. Resident Evil, I don't know when that's happening.
It's like you're like talking about the longest one.
Yeah, no, Claire Obscure's longer.
No, this movie's fantastic. What star rating did you give it?
4.5.
I give it 4.
Okay.
I think again that third act kind of like.
Yep. That's why
Takes
it's not a
me on
5 for me.
You rate movies a lot nicer than I do.
No,
which is weird.
Not normally, actually. I just
You
rate movies I like.
Within Marvel and Star Wars a lot nicer than I do.
Do I?
Yeah, we didn't talk about stars when Star Wars came around, so.
How the fuck do I see
gonna look
why
at your belt.
logs matter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your curve is weird.
My curve is mostly middle.
I must say your curve is like it's supposed to be like how a bell works, but like
It's mostly just middle.
mine's like 3 to 4 usually is my normal reading apparently.
I have 2 Star Wars movies rated 5 out of 5s. Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One. Marvel, like actual Marvel movies, I have Thunderbolts and I have Winter Soldier. And then Spider-Verse is here, but I don't count that as an actual Marvel, like it's not an MCU movie. And then
It might be.
I have Superman there.
You want to talk about Marvel and
4.5 stars I have, because you're saying I'm kinder to the MCU and to Star Wars than you. 4.5 stars I have Empire, so that's the Star Wars movie. And then I have for Marvel Black Panther and then the Loki series. And then Across the Spider-Verse, whatever. Oh, and Hawkeye.
So you want to hear what 5 stars I have for any comic thing?
Yeah.
Both Spider-Verse movies, The Batman, which we'll talk about in a few weeks, No Way Home, which we'll talk about in like a year, The Incredible Hulk, which we'll talk about in a few weeks, Superman, because we just talked about that. I went from a 4 to a 5, right after thinking about it. Like, is that fucking good?
I had to make it a 5 because I was way too happy the entire movie, and then I have not been able to stop thinking about that movie.
This is how I felt about the Batman when it released, and I was like, if the Batman's 5, I have to give Superman 5. And then finally, I gave She-Hulk 5.
Crazy. I think we talked about this the other day. You can tell we're at the end of the episode. I think I want Pattinson more than Jensen.
Wow. I've been talking like this. It makes sense. I've been saying this.
But
I've been pushing for this before.
I still don't think they're going to do it. But
I stand by Reeves had to rewrite his script. That's why they never had a script.
Yeah.
So But anyways, next week we are still in the month of Chadwick. It will be the final week of Chadwick. We're doing Draft Day, which he's a sporting character in the movie. But I mean, that it was either that or 21 Bridges. And I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to watch the movie ever again. So
Crazy.
So until next week when we cover Draft Day, remember to like, subscribe, do whatever on whatever podcasting form you prefer. And until then, bye bye.